Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss about a small topic in the Indian economy. So that is the major reform needs and hurdles being faced by the farm sector. Okay, so here the farm sector faced some important reform needs and hurdles. Hurdles means problems or difficulties. Okay, so being a farm sector, so it faced a biggest hurdles in the history. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about those difficulties or problems which were faced by the farm sector. Okay, so here the first one is the a national agri market is the need of the hour, but there is a lack of a political will among the majority of the states. Okay, so here the national agri market, it means the agricultural market is very important for the trading purpose. Okay, so here because of the lack of political will, so among the majority of the states, mostly the most of the states were, so they discouraged and they were not in the form of for going to creation of the agriculture market. Okay, so because lack of the political will among the majority of the states, especially for the right kind of the agriculture produce market committee. Okay, so there is a need to form a committee, so that is the agricultural produce market committee. Okay, so because of the lack of political power, lack of political will, so there was no agricultural market, especially that is the committee. Okay, so this is one hurdle or problem which was faced by the farm sector. Okay, and second one is the need for promoting corporate investment in the farm sector is hurdled by the lack of an effective and transparent land acquisition law. Okay, so here corporate means large scale agriculture, maybe the investments will be invested by other persons or private persons also. So here because of the promoting the agriculture in the large scale, so this is one important reform in the farm sector, but because of the hurdles by the lack of effective, so there is no proper effective acquisition, land acquisition law. Okay, even there is no transparency in the land acquisition law also. So that's why this is also one problem which was faced by the farm sector. And third one is labor reforms need fine tuning to promote industrial farming. Okay, so here labor reforms means the persons who are working in the farm sector, so there is a need to make some small adjustments to achieve the better thing. Okay, so that is known as fine tuning. So here the labor reforms, each and every person who is working, so those are comes under the labor. Okay, so there is a need for reforms, especially in the point of labor. So here they need the one small adjustment to achieve the better thing in the farm sector. Okay, so to promote the industrial farming, so industrial farming means by using the machines from the industries we can go for the farming, so that is known as industrial farming, so which is impeded due to the long tradition of the complex labor laws of the country. So why this important labor reforms were not promoted? Because of the long tradition. So this was delayed by the long tradition. It means from long time, so we are using the traditional complex labor laws. So that's why, because of the delay of the particular long tradition of the complex labor laws, so we were not completed our labor reforms, especially according to the farm sector. Okay, so this is also one hurdle or problem which was faced by the farm sector. Okay, and coming to the fourth point, that is farm mechanization. So here farm mechanizations means making agriculture, it means doing agriculture by using the machines. So it means in the agriculture also we are using the traditional tools, right? But whenever it comes to the farm mechanization, so we have to use the machines or some industrial things, especially for the farming. So it is hindered by the lack of investment in industries. So it means the machines are mostly they are making in the industries, right? So if there is no investment in the industry, so what we should do the farming by using the machines? It means we are using the machines, especially in the farm sector, at present. If there is no investment in the industries, how can we use the machines in the farm sector? So here also that is the one reason farm mechanization is troubled and it is not promoted because of the lack of investment in industries. Because of the lack of investment in industries, we are not using the machines in the farm sector. So this is the major problem which was faced in the farm sector. Okay. And coming to the fifth point, that is research and development needs a huge investment from the private sector. Okay, so here research and development is very important for the farm sector and the industrial sector also. So here they need the investment from the private sector. It means individuals investment is very important and it is very useful for the research and development uh, committee. Okay, so here but there is a lack of conducive atmosphere for it. Here conducive means possible or relaxed atmosphere. It means the conducive or possible atmosphere is not there for the research and development because there is a lack of investment from the private sector. Here they need the investment from the private sector only, not from the public sector. So that's why because of the lack of possible atmosphere from the private sector, so there is no research and development. So this is one problem. And coming to the sixth problem, so that is right kind of downstream and upstream requirements together with a proper kind of a supply chain management is absent in the agri goods. Okay, so here downstream means the products are distributed and upstream means the input materials. Okay, so the raw materials is known as upstream requirement and downstream means the products after completion of the process of production. So that is the final goods or products. So they can distribute among the people. So that is known as downstream and upstream, right? So here the right kind of downstream and upstream requirements plus supply chain management. Okay, so not only upstream and downstream, it means not only getting the materials or raw materials or not only getting the final products, but we have to supply those products to other people. That is known as supply chain management. Okay, for managing the supply chain is known as management. So is absent in the area of agri markets. It means this environment is not present in the agricultural goods. Okay, mostly this type of the environment or management is in the industrial goods because those are the materials. So those are where the people are always familiar with those industrial goods and they are very likely those goods. So that's why this type of the supply chain is present in the industrial goods, but this type of the supply chain is not present and it is absent in the agricultural goods. Okay. And seventh one is the expansion of the right kind of commodity trading in agri commodities. Okay, so here there is a need for getting the market. So on the basis of the market only the commodities are trading from one place to another place. Okay, so this is also absent in that time. So this is also one of the problems. And next eighth one is strengthening the farm sector to face the competition posed by the agricultural sector to if the developed world. So there are some developed countries and developing countries in the world, right? So to strengthen the especially to strengthen the farm sector which is in India to face the competition by the other countries. Okay, so other countries agriculture sectors. Okay, so we have to maintain some important stability before the developed world. Okay, so in India also there is a farm sector, in other countries also there are some farm sectors, right? So we have to maintain, we have to strengthen our farm sector for the especially to face the competition by the agricultural sector of the developed world. Okay, especially with regards to the subsidies, prices, and in the wake of the globalizing world economy also. Okay, so we have to trading from one place to other place and one country to another country. So we are in the wake of the globalizing. It means globally we are trading from of one country to the another country, among the countries, with two countries. Okay, so that's why in the wake of the globalizing world economy, so we have to maintain subsidies and prices in the farm sector, and we have to strengthen our farm sector to face the competition by the other agriculture sectors of the developed world. Okay. Okay, so next to last one, ninth one is making farming remunerative to check farm crisis of the contemporary times. Okay, so at present there are so many problems, so that is known as the farm crisis. For example, on the basis of the economical, political, social challenges faced by the problems faced by the farmers, and next to market. So there is a lack of markets, and debitness problems, and low crop yielding also. This is one of the problem which is faced by the farmers, and infrastructure, lack of infrastructure, and absent of the minimum prices for the farming products. So these are very important problems which are facing by the farmers, okay, for getting the remunerative. Okay, so it means giving money in place of the farm crisis. At present, it means at the contemporary times, so we have to make our remunerative farming methods to check the farm crisis. Whenever there is a need to give the remuneration to, so there are some important laws for maintaining that much of the remunerative money. Okay. So here the experts believe that for taking the right policy steps in the sector, so that is the high degree of the federal maturity in the country. Okay, it means the experts said they given some important features to we have to maintain. That is the policy steps. So first one is the federal maturity in the country. Federal maturity is nothing but between the states we have to maintain some maturity levels. So we have to cooperate with all the persons. Okay, so that is the federal maturity in the country. Okay, next increased awareness among the farmers. We have to increase the awareness among the farmers, because of the debitness of the farmers, they are going to suicide. So this is the negative thing in the farming sector. So that's why we have to create awareness among the farmers. Next one is the together with the right government support to prevent farm distress. Okay, so the people are feeling very bad conditions whenever there is a farm crisis. So here the government will support those persons whenever there is a farm distress. Okay, so because following these things, these features and these policy steps, we have to maintain the stability in the farm sector. Okay.